Stamper, and happy Tuesday to you. It feels kind of strange doing a live video on a Tuesday, but tomorrow I will probably be in Strasbourg. So, yes, my life has been a little bit crazy in the last little bit. I have just gotten back from Edinburgh for a weekend away with Gerard, and one day home, and tomorrow I step in the car and I'm driving to France. This is the reality of living in Europe. It's just amazing. I was saying to Gerard, the drive to Strasbourg, France tomorrow is less time than it takes to get from Chatham to Ottawa. So, I'm thinking, I'm already starting to think a little bit like a European, like, ooh, 6.5 hours. That's a pretty big drive. But I will be in three countries, the Netherlands, Belgium, and France. And it could also have been Germany, but Germany has a rule that you have to have snow tires on till the end of March. So you have to prove that you have snow tires, and I don't. So, and to go into France, I had to buy a sticker to prove that my car meets emission standards. So it's easy to drive from country to country, and you don't have to do any border patrol checks, but there are definitely rules to be followed. So that is definitely interesting. Anyway, today I'm going to show you the Heirloom Arrangements Kit. It's a beautiful new kit, and I'm excited to do it with you in Chatham on my open house day. I think it's the 16th, April 16th. It's the Wednesday anyway, the Wednesday before Easter. And it'll be a great time to spend some time together too. So my name is Jackie Vander Sarboot, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in both Canada and the Netherlands. So I'm going to switch my camera, and here you can see some of the things in this kit. So there's a spool of tear and tape. These are the extra pieces. So there are extra pieces in this kit. They've given you extra pieces that you can use. However, this is the stamp set, and it might be easier to show you just this. This shows you the images. Okay, so we'll be using those. There is a block, and then I have taken out all the little bits and I've sorted them, and I put a little number on each envelope. So I have the 8 cards. I thought that way you don't have to see me searching for all the pieces. So I've done that, and we'll just put them aside. Here are the labels. I have not taken those apart yet for the cards. And then here is the sheet of vellum die cuts. I haven't taken those out yet either. So, and here are the instructions. Then there's also a sheet of dimensionals, which are little foam things to pop things up. And there's a mini pecan pie ink spot. I'm not going to open this one up. I'm going to use my big one. And I'm just going to put this box away. These boxes are great for storing things in. They're nice, sturdy boxes. You can label them. You can keep finished cards. It doesn't matter. Do what you like. So here are the instructions. Now, you know what? I'm just going to go back to Facebook. No comments yet, it says. Although I have learned that the Facebook comments don't always come in on time. So here we go. And it tells you. So here for card number 1, it tells me that, oh, you know what else? My phone is used to being set on Do Not Disturb, but I'm screwed up with the hour time change in Canada. So that has messed me up a little bit. So it's telling me to do this stamping on the envelope, and then it tells me all the pieces that I need for this card. So I put those all in the envelopes for number 1, number 2, and then I don't think, oh yeah, here it shows you as well all the pieces that you need for card number 1 and card number 2. And then down here, it shows you card number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And for those ones, you just have to look carefully and see what pieces are all included. So let's get started. I'm going to go back to card number 1 because I don't have everything in the box in the envelope. So here is card number 1. I'm just going to move that aside. And here I have the pieces for card number 1. I'm going to move all the other envelopes out of the way. And I need one vellum piece, and that's this one right here. So let's take that one out. So I have this one here, and I'll just lay the other ones over here. I'm just taking them out as we need them. Now, the other thing that I'm going to do, so let's just take a look. So we have this. We've got the card base, and the last time I chatted with you, I thought, it's a waste to do the card on both sides. So I'm actually going to cut this in half and I'm going to put it on a white card base later. Let's see what else we have in this envelope. Okay, so these are the pieces. And then we're going to put them all together to make a beautiful card. So it's heirloom arrangement. So you're arranging all these little bits on a card, and it's called heirloom because it reminds us of what the Victorians used to do with lots of pretty papers and layers and details. But yeah, I'm just going to grab my paper trimmer for a minute. Okay, here we go. And I'm just going to cover this right up. I'm just going to lay this. This is the Canadian American card size. So the card front is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So if you were doing this kit in Europe, you'd have to trim it down a little bit more, a little differently. So I'm just going to make the card front and I'll add it to the card later, just for in the interest of time. And you know what? I'm going to cut this just a smidge because there's also a score mark on your white card. So there's just a wee little piece that I've cut off. So that bump is gone. Okay, let's get back to it. Move this out of the way. Okay. So, and it tells us exactly what we need to do. I'm also not going to follow the instructions. It's telling me to use tear and tape. I love tear and tape, but I'm going to use liquid adhesive because it's quicker. Okay, except for where it tells me to maybe put the vellum down. So we'll have a look. Okay. So we're going to start with this piece. It's going down first and it's going like this. Yeah. All right. Remember when you're using your liquid adhesive, do not squeeze too hard, okay? Because you don't need a lot. And don't get too close to the edge because you don't want any oozing. Okay, it goes like so, and it's about right in the middle of the card. Okay. So if you buy this kit and you're going to make it with other people, I would advise that you, so hello, Julie, how are you? I would advise that you, well, I didn't center it. You know what? It doesn't have to be centered. You'll notice that I've got less room on the right-hand side than on the right. That's okay. Not a big deal. In fact, you don't want your card to be perfectly, exactly perfect. Okay, now this piece is also going on flat. It will show you when there's little pieces like that, those are the dimensionals, the little, you can see the little stop signs. Hi, Judy. It's so nice to be here with you guys. I love it that I can say hello. Nothing beats stamping in person, but don't underestimate how important your comments are. Judy knows. Judy has been my most faithful commenter for a very, very long time. And I do appreciate you, Judy. It's really nice to know that your stuff in cyberspace is being seen. Okay, so that's going to go like so. The other benefit to using liquid adhesive is that you can kind of slide things around. Just move some stuff out of the way. There. It's amazing how things look. This was from a card from a while ago. Get rid of that. Okay, so the next thing we need is this, and where it says number 4 is this one. So this is going underneath like so. I would love to pop that up, but that's not going to work. And then this is going to go over top of it a little bit. This is going to go a little sideways, and then this is going to be like so. And the reason that's important is because you don't want the vellum to have glue. So I'm just going to put glue right down here. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm picking up the pearlized enamel effects. That's not a good idea. Oh, goodness, hairdresser today, Julie. That is always so nice. The hairdresser is wonderful. You know what my favorite thing is when they wash your hair and they scrub your head and it just feels so good. Yeah, I see it. I agree with you, Julie. Okay, so I'm just going to press that down like so. And the rest of it doesn't have to be down flat. That's okay. Now, this piece, I'm just turning around. They also put this one flat. And then the butterfly is going, some of these cards are going to cover things up that you're not happy about, that you're going to think, oh, I wish that was not covered up, then don't do it. You can make your card, you can add different things. We're going to get to a card later on that I think covers up too many pretty things. So we're going to come up with a solution and dig something else out of the stash. See, and I'm purposely moving this flower so that I see a little bit of the pink on the other side. Okay, so that looks good. Then we have this gorgeous butterfly. And we're going to pop that one up if I can find my dimensionals. Yes, 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 here they are. Okay. Oh, you guys ready for a trick? I'm not sure if it's going to work. Yeah, it's going to work. Okay. Let me grab a blends, okay? All right, so we have a brand new thing of dimensionals. Now watch this. We're going to do, oh, no, it doesn't work with the blend. See how it's just, oh, goodness. All right, now I have to clean it off. Oh, this is not good. Wait. Let's see. I was wondering if it would work with blends. Oh, that wiped off just fine. Now it looks like I was in my purse with my bloody nose the other day. I'm going to grab a marker. I'm not giving up yet. Or maybe even a pen. Here. No, pen doesn't work either. A marker. And if this doesn't work, nah, well, maybe it will dry. Now I'm going to get dirty fingers. You guys are thinking, what is she doing? She's lost her mind. Maybe I have. Let's see. I'm just going to dab it off on my, might not be worth all the work that I'm doing. But my point is, okay, it's dirty enough that it's going to stay. Okay, so now we've got some filthy dimensionals. Let's see if the ink comes off. Does it come off on my fingers? No, it's doing all right. Okay, watch this. Now you can tell that you haven't taken off the backings off of your dimensionals. Have you ever had it that you think that you've taken the backings off and you haven't? I am going to On Stage Judy, but I'm going to Strasbourg. Okay. When we talked about it originally with the team, look at that. Isn't that so pretty? And nobody was going to go to Raleigh. So that would have meant if I would have gone to Raleigh, I would have had to come now already for my mom's birthday, and I wanted to stay for Easter. Then I would have been in Canada for almost 2 months, and that's too long to be away from my dear man. We can't do it anymore. We used to be able to be apart for 2 months, and now it doesn't work. So if we're apart for 4 weeks, we're already missing each other like crazy. Okay, I'm going to use the Stamparatus. I'm sorry if you don't have one. I think I might still have one left at home. But what I love about it is that I can stamp a few times. So I've got this whole label thing. So if you have a Stamparatus, just take one out, take two out. And the reason I'm doing this is because you want to have that open black space. Okay, put the magnet here. And now we've got the stamp, and I think the stamp is for you for this one. So let's just take that off. I should stamp this in. I'm just going to take my eraser for a minute and go over top of it. There. Now we're going to lay it right in the open spot. And does that look straight? I'm just going to pull it in front of me. Hi, Alexina. Thank you. Okay, that looks all right. And then we close it up there, and now we lay it in. Now we're going to put our little label in here. And of course, now I'm not using the block. Maybe I'll do one with the block too and just see. I know it's crazy, Julie. It's just crazy what I did. But if you use, I think if you use a, oh, what is it? What do you call those markers? Those, it's a permanent marker. I can't think of the word. A Sharpie, that's it, a Sharpie. If you use a Sharpie on the back of your dimensionals, that will probably be the best. I just didn't have one handy. Okay, so here's my for you. Let's get it out of there. So I'm sorry about the phone notifications. Yeah, that's the time change thing that I just wasn't aware of. All right, so here's the card back in focus. Look how pretty that is. God, this looks terrible, doesn't it? Oh, isn't it just awful? But look at, I will never lose my dimensionals on my desk. You will see this glaring thing of ugliness. Um, yeah, it's true, Julie, that we could suggest it that Stampin' Up! Makes them on a colored, but I think that it would cost more money, you know. So it doesn't take much for us to do a little scribble on the back of it. I have another great tip for you later today. I was hoping to do it before the this video, but I thought, no, Jackie, you are trying to squeeze too much into too short of a time. And this goes a little bit to the side like so. Now, if you want to make this more vintage, then you could, here, actually, I should show you because seeing is believing. Let me see, what did I do with the other one? Okay, let's have a look. So let's say you want to make this more vintage. Then I'm going to do this. And I'm just going to peel this off and put it on the block. Watch. Oh, I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see a little bit better, okay? I'm not hearing any complaints that I'm dropping off the face of the earth with you guys, so that's good. Okay, so now we're going to stamp it with the nice, beautiful, clean block. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, that's fine. I didn't see, you don't have to have a stamp apparatus. It's just great. Okay, so I've got a blending brush. Tap, 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 and then get it a little bit off like that, and then just do this. I don't know if it's working enough, but we're just distressing the edges. And it doesn't look like much now, but if you pick it up, look at the difference. See, now it's a little bit more vintage. There. Okay, so that's card number 1. You could also, and this is my favorite little thing, I'm just going to put the lid on here so I don't mess up. Look at this. Now, I know I've been preaching about this, but have you guys listened yet? Hello, Becky. Hi, Lila from Manitoba. Manitoba, and Lila knows where Beausejour is. And Beausejour is a tiny little town, or used to be a tiny little town, where my parents started. That was their first home when they got married. My brother and my sister were born there. Okay, pearlized enamel effects basics. It comes in white, red, and black, and everybody should have them. I'm giving it a good shake. And then look at this. We are going to add some little pearls, and you can make them as big or as small as you want. And what's neat about this is that they are gorgeous, they are cheap, and at first it looks like a baby. You know, when a baby's born and their head looks a little pointy, some babies have that. It's kind of like these pearls. They come out a little pointy and then it slowly settles in and you get this beautiful little round pearl. I've got 3 right now. I've got 4. I want more than that. I'm going to put one right here too. Oh, that one's really high. Oh, there it goes down. It's going down. I'm just going to leave it. It's going to be okay. I will try to remember to show you later what that looks like. But honestly, it's such a beautiful touch. I'll show you. I'll prove it. I'm moving it out of the way. The only thing with those little pearls is that you have to be patient. You put it away, don't touch it, let it dry overnight, because look at this. Look at them here. Aren't they just so beautiful? And by the way, this set is back in stock. But I mean, those little pearls just add to it, and they're tinier, like look at that, than the ones that you can buy on a sheet. So this is your tip for the day. And then these tulips were colored with white craft ink, in case you missed that one. All right, I wasn't planning on showing you that card, but that's just the way it worked. Okay, card number 2. Just a minute, I've got to go back to my envelopes. Here we go, and we are going to cut again. I'm a cutter. It's not good. I should not make jokes about that. It's not funny. Jackie, shame. Okay, so here's the card. Everything in the envelope. We're going to cut this card in half again. Sorry. Let me zoom out. We don't need to be so focused. Just a second. And back we go. There. Okay. So let me show you all the pieces. So we have the card base. I've got to move these dimensionals. They are so bad. Oh, guess what we forgot to do? Okay, wait. I'll go back in a minute. We have this. we forgot to stamp the envelope. And we have this and this. So you can see how many pieces we have. And look at this one. This one has tiny little holes all the way around it. And then we have this gorgeous butterfly. Okay, so those are all pieces. But before I forget, both cards have the same thing on the envelope. So let's turn the envelope around and let's get this guy. You know what? While I'm here, while all your stamps are on your backing, do it all with the white eraser. It gets rid of any of the oils from the fabrication for when the stamp was made. Okay. Hello, Myrna. Myrna Louise. Hello, Jane. So nice to see you. Okay. Now, I couldn't find my, oh, there it is. I was going to tell you I couldn't find my chamois and I just found it. This is good news. The other good news is that I got blood work done from the doctor and I'm healthy. There's nothing wrong with my blood. So the reason why I have tired legs and arms, I don't know, maybe I just do too much. So at least I don't have low iron, which is great. I already said to Gerard, you know, the bloody noses are not, I don't lose that much blood. Back when I was menstruating, I lost more blood. So there you go. Okay, so there's that one. If you wanted to make it even more vintage, you could stamp that off. You know what? Why don't we stamp off on the other envelope? Here. Let's move that out of the way. Look at those backings are everywhere. They're nice and soft. So now you can see the difference between the two. Let me put this back here. And the butterfly. Oh, did I have a new grandbaby, guys. I have a new grandbaby. I'm not allowed to post pictures. I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but Oliver and Laura had a beautiful baby girl, and they named her after my mom. So little Rena has entered the world 5 days early. Look how pretty. And I get to see her in a few weeks. So I am over the moon happy. And mother and babe are doing well. There. And then if you want to, on the back, I'm going to do just a really light one. Oh, that didn't work. Let me see. See, I forgot to count to 5. Look at that. Not bad. Okay. Anyway, thanks, Anne. I love it too. Nice to see you. I'm happy for the results for the blood work. Okay. Close the pecan pie and get the card. We're going to cut that card in half. And then my challenge, of course, will be to see what else I can do with these cards. So when you're cutting the card in half, you can either measure it at 5 and 4 1/4, or just make sure that that trough, that score line is right in the trough of the cutting. There we go. Okay. So the other one is getting put aside. And here is our card base. So let me know if you want this. Is my blood pressure okay? Yes, Judy, my blood pressure is okay. In fact, oh, no. That was Gerard calling. You know, this happens, right? He's forgotten that I'm in a live because it's Tuesday, right? And I don't normally do lives on Tuesday. Let's see how persistent he is, if he's going to keep calling. Okay, here are the instructions. So it looks like the first thing we need to do is, oh, maybe I don't have another extra piece. Oh, yeah, I do. Okay. I'm talking to myself, except I'm talking to you guys. So anyway, yes, I have low blood pressure. So like not super low, but definitely on the low end. So that's good to know. Okay. So that's good. Oh, yes, I did. Oh, Judy, you are one of the privileged few. My team page is private. So on my team page, I broke the rules and I showed them the baby because it's private page. So that's kind of like showing your family. See, my team is my family. So if you guys want to have access to all the information, you need to join my team. And guys, the cardstock is going up in price, okay? Because cardstock is getting, Stampin' Up! Has the best cardstock. The problem is that the paper mills don't like making cardstock. It's labor intensive. It doesn't make them as much money. So prices are going up for cardstock. So this is going to side. Order the cardstock now before the new catalog comes in. And if you want to save even more money, put it all in a starter kit. Okay, nothing's getting popped up yet. And people worry about the starter kit. They think it's a scam. They think that there's going to be problems, and there aren't. You can just get it, even if you're not planning to do anything else. But of course, I would rather you order for me. But the best deal for you is always the starter kit. And if you don't order the minimums after a while, then you just lose your discount. It's not the end of the world. This piece should have been up higher. Look at, I've covered it all. There's only this wee little piece. I should have had it about a half an inch higher. I screwed up with all my baby talk. Okay. Now we have this little guy, and it's gonna go, and all I'm gonna do with this one is put a little bit of adhesive right on the flower part, okay? And then the butterfly is gonna be popped up. So a little bit of adhesive here. And then we're gonna stamp our saying. And maybe I won't use the, maybe I won't be. Oh, we need a, you know what? I'm not gonna do the flower yet. We need a vellum piece, okay? We need this piece right here, okay? Vellum just has a different feel. It's translucent. You can kind of see through it, and that looks nice on the page. So we're just going to put a few dabs. They only have it going at the bottom. I guess that works. Now, I don't like that. Okay, you get your own boss. I'm just putting a tiny bit here and a little bit here, okay? They only put some on the bottom, but that was, oops, that was a little bit too little for me. Okay, so here we go. They have it sitting kind of straight up and down. Put further this way. There. And then this flower is off to the side a little bit, like so. And then the butterfly is sitting like this. Okay, back to the ugly dimensionals. Oh, there's two. And you can definitely see that little sheen of green, so you know that the backing is not off yet. Here we go. And then it's up here. Then we need another one of these. And guess what? I'm just going to use my block because maybe you don't have a Stamparatus. So put that here. And this one is going to say, I appreciate your kindness. And I do. I appreciate you guys very much. So we're going to lay it down, pick it up with the block, and then ink it up. If I can find my, oh yeah, here it is. So little Rena Ann was only 6 pounds, 11 ounces. So that is the littlest grandbaby that I have had to date. She's number 6. So I now have 3 boy grandsons and 3 granddaughters. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, so what I want to do with this one is I am going to vintage it up a little bit. So what do you think about this kit? Is this a kit that would make you happy? Are you still sending lots of cards? We should send cards now more than ever. People need to have joy in their lives. You always need joy in your life, but okay. Here, dimensionals. You know what? I have to say, these ugly dimensionals are really making it easy for me to find them on my desk. And I'm not getting green fingers, I don't think. There. And this is going to go, and that holds that stem down a little bit. Look at that. It's quite pretty, isn't it? And even though this label isn't up as high as it should be, it still does add a nice little bit of texture. But you know, in retrospect, if you want to learn from me, I could have cut that in half and used the other half on something else. Okay. The other thing that you can do, I don't have it laying anywhere handy, but you could add Wink of Stella to your butterfly, to your flower to add some shimmer. It's really beautiful. Okay, that's card number 2. Card number 3. So I don't know if you've noticed, but every card base has been a little bit different. Now here with this card, they're covering up too many nice things. Okay, so I'm not sure if I'm going to make this one yet. I would like to have your input. Let's have a look. I think this one, let's just move all this stuff. This one only has a plain white back, so I'm not going to cut this one in half. But this is how it goes. Okay, let me just grab. I don't know if I'm going to do 8 full cards, guys. Let me know. You guys need to chime in if you want me to do all 8 cards. All right, so that is this card here. So I'm going to show you, and then you guys can tell me what you think. So we have this pretty one. Okay, I'm going to show you up close. Oh. Very Victorian. They were really into butterflies. Okay, and then this one, also very pretty. This one's going to go, and it covers up half the butterflies, more than half, like this. Okay, then we have, wait, no. We have this pretty one with the pansies in green, and it's going underneath here, like so. Okay, so you don't see the pansies at all. And then we have these pretty little bellflowers. They're going to go like so. And then we have the roses. Okay, so we've got a lot of covering up going on here. And I'm not sure I like that. What the next thing that's going to happen with this one is we need a bigger, I think I used too small of a thing for the kindness one, maybe not. A bigger one here, and it says thankful and grateful. Let's see. Thankful and grateful. And then you guys can tell me on my block. Here it is. Pick it up like so. So I'm just going to leave the pieces like this. I'm going to take a picture of it later with all the pieces loosely aligned, and then I'm going to show you what I come up with instead. Because there, thankful and grateful. So the thankful and grateful goes kind of up here. Okay. And I just find that there's just way too much covering going on here. So, okay. So, do we like it all covered up like that? Would you make the card just like this? Okay, that's the question. So this one is going to go back in the envelope. Card number 3 is still up for jury. And now we're going to go to card number 4. So card number 4. Oh, we're going to cut this one in half again. And let's just have a look. This one needs a blue flower. Okay, so maybe I did forget something here. Let's have a look here. Do I have a blue vellum? I don't have a blue vellum flower. Let's see. We have this. Let me look in the envelope. Oh, what's this? That was from the other card. No. Oh, that goes on here. Sorry, I'm talking to myself so much. Okay. Oh, the blue flowers from another card. Oh, Jackie. Oh. Okay. Getting too excited here. I'm going to cut this one in half. So don't forget about the cutting in half trick. And I've also seen people use this kit to make scrapbook pages. Okay, so you can do all kinds of things with this kit. Okay. And there we go. Now, This one is going to go near the top. It's going to go right here. Okay. So here. And you know, there's some instant gratification for this. Oh, yes, I need a piece of vellum. I see that now. Here, it's going up near the top. My laptop is starting to make some humming sounds. That means it's getting warm. It doesn't like it. So I don't know if that's going to affect my. Not sure about the butterflies, Lila. I got too busy. Yes, 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 Judy. I agree with you wholeheartedly. So here, these are going to kind of come up like so. And this is getting covered on the right side. So I can put some adhesive here. It's not going to get, you're not going to see it. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to change card number 3. This is going like so up here. There. And this is where the glue was, and it's going to be covered. So now we have this beautiful piece. And it looks to me like this piece was popped up. So I'm going to pop this up. There are no instructions for this card. It just shows you the picture. I mean, you can do what you want as far as popping or not popping. I have to say I am quite enamored with my ugly dimensionals. I think it's worse in real life, like the ugliness of these. Take a look. It gets really bad. Looks like the grandkids went crazy. There. Okay, so this is going to go off to the right a little bit and down a little bit there. And now we have this pretty one, and it's going to go kind of off like so. And it's going to go flat, but only on one side is it going to be adhesive. Only on the part that's going on top of the other part. Man, isn't that clear? Only on the part that's going on top of the other part. Yeah. Women, we understand that. Men might not. They like more specific instructions. There, look how pretty. And now we are going to use a circle here. And remember, I'm going to add little pearls to all of these cards. Okay. Now, the stamp is here. And I keep taking the stamps off and not putting them back where they belong. So here we go. Oh, these things are everywhere. Pecan pie ink. Oh, it's still out. Move this out of the way. And tap, tap, tap. And with beginners, they all want to squish. Our ink pads are so juicy, just a light tap, tap. Otherwise, ink ends up everywhere. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when the stamp is small and the block is big, make sure you apply pressure right above the stamp itself. See? I feel lucky to have you. And then that one's going to go right up here. And I would pop it up again. And I also think it needs to be distressed. Okay. The other thing that you could do is lightly stamp off the butterfly right over top of it all. But if you don't do it light enough, it won't look good. I'll show you. Let's see. And maybe not over the whole thing. If it doesn't work, you can just use the other side. So I've inked up my butterfly, stamp off, and then, yeah, just like that, the whole thing. Yeah, I think that looks nice. What do you think? It's an option. Okay, and then I'm just going to put one dimensional on the back. And then this is going to go, let's get this away. It's ugly. Here. And that's going to go just slightly over top of the pink flower. Like so. Isn't that pretty? You can see how nice the vellum looks and how it looks different than the cardstock. Yeah. Okay. Card number 4. Ooh, you want to see? No, I'm not going to show you. I get all the power. Um, Here we go. I don't know why I have this one. I just found this, and I'm not sure where that one has to go. Well, we're about to find out. Maybe it's an extra piece. Okay, Jackie, stop talking. Okay, this is card number 5. And let's see, I think this one also has a white back, so we're not cutting this one in half. This one starts with, oh, doesn't start, it starts with this one here. There's the blue flower I was looking for. And it's going to go near the top. Okay. That's kind of crazy. Let's see. Okay, yeah. All right, you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. So we'll put a little bit of adhesive on here. And you can see I'm just throwing it in the middle of the, I'm not being super careful. This is going like so right near the top. And then we have this piece going like so. It's going fairly near the bottom, like so. I hope I have enough time to see Strasbourg, and I'm gonna have to figure out I'm driving, but you know, parking in these cities, in these old cities, is expensive and difficult. So you're better off to figure out the public transportation. I probably have to use my French, which is quite rusty. Okay. Now we're going to use this little guy. Look how pretty this is. That's so nice. That's going to go like so, and it's going flat. Our Airbnb is close to the convention center, which is outside of town. But I'm hoping, I'm sure that from the convention center, from our Airbnb, we can take public transportation because Strasbourg is a beautiful, beautiful city. I have seen it once when I went to visit Rachel. Rachel did a exchange in France with the Rotary Club. And this one's going to go like so. Look how pretty this is. I think I want to, no, I'm not going to pop it up. Anyway, we went to Strasbourg together when I went to visit her, and it was beautiful. We had an Airbnb right in Strasbourg, and it's the, I swear the street was right beside our window. It was so noisy. We did not sleep well. We thought we had a great spot, but really, not really. Okay, so that's gonna go like so. I love this so much. I'm not gonna lie. Now, what I was talking to myself about was this flower that's kind of hiding. Look at this one matches. It's the same flower but bigger, and it's going to cover up that small one, which is kind of sad. But we'll decide in a minute. Okay, so now I need another tag, and it's going to say thoughtful and grateful, or thankful and grateful. Here. And that's this one. I'm going to grab my little piece of cheater stuff here because I haven't cleaned these stamps, you see. I've been too excited to clean. I'll just take them off. My fingers are getting dirty. It's a good thing we're doing a vintage card. Okay. Are you getting sick of this yet? Okay. Middle here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So this one is going to get popped up. And then we're going to decide where we're going to put that flower, or if we're going to put it somewhere, we'll decide. Gerard is here. I'm going to find out now. Sorry I didn't answer your call, Scott. What? See why you didn't. Yeah, I'm glad you didn't call back. But I told them I don't normally do a live on Tuesdays, so it's not your fault. Okay, so that's going here. And I'm going to move this over because I want that little black guy. I want that flower showing. So now we have this one. Well, his phone is just going and he's not answering it, so I think he just went to the bathroom. This is where they have the flower. I think I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to cover up the little guy. It's unfortunate, but no one knows. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Yeah. Okay. We are on card number 6. I think we're going to finish this because I'm not going to be doing any more live videos this week because I'm going to be gone. And this one we're going to cut in half again. So a few of you, I have some of these kits at 81 Delaware in Chatham. So if you don't want to wait for one for when I come and we can do a different one, Rachel is home. So you can ask her, you can get your kit right away if you want instant gratification. Okay, so this one is another one that I'm wondering about. Okay, we might not finish this one because it covers things up like you would not believe. So I'm going to show you what I mean. Look, I love this one. And what they're doing is they're laying it sideways, like so. And then they're putting this here and this like so. And then this one covering up the roses like so. Okay.
Join me to the beach, Hoss.
I will join you to the beach in a few minutes. And then that's going to go here. And then we're going to do an I appreciate you. But I don't like it that that pretty rose is being covered up that much. What do you think? Let's do the stamping of the sentiment. And then we can decide together. And this one says, I appreciate you. Did you guys hear that ringtone or no? Gerard? Every time that phone rings, he's not there. And it's Huey Lewis, The Power of Love. And you know, all I ever hear is this front part of it. And the song is actually really nice, but because I hear it so often, I don't like it that much. Yeah. There. So that's this card. But I think that I'm going to do something different. Okay, what do you think about this one? Is it also too busy? Okay, it's going back in the envelope for us to decide. I'll do a before and after. Okay, so that's card number 6. Now, card number 7. Now, card number 7, I really, really like. I don't think it's too busy. So it's going to be a landscape card. And this is going to go like so. This one is in shades of pink. And then this goes like so. No, first this one goes like so. And then this goes like so. And this goes here. And then we've got 2 butterflies. This one and this one. And then we're going to put a thank you. I'm not going to finish this because it's 10 to 5 and Gerard wants to go for a walk. But isn't that pretty? Don't cover the roses. I agree, Judy. Do not cover the roses. This one is really, really pretty like this. I love it. I will maybe move this one over a little bit so I can see a little bit more of what's underneath. But I will take pictures of all of these cards later, but you can see how the detail in here is not something that comes across very well in a photo. So there's that one. And now it is a sunny spring day here and it's about 10 degrees. Now here's card number 8 and it's also very pretty. Well, we haven't had an ugly one yet. We've just had 2 that were too busy. So this one is going to go so. And then, oh, this one, you know what? I forgot that the card before had to have this vellum flower in it yet. This one. So I'm going to tuck that in. And you know what? The reason I missed it, and maybe it doesn't have it in there, it might not. It's the same thing. Look how it coordinates. It coordinates with the die cut. So I don't think it does go in there. It's an extra piece. So those extra pieces will be great. This one has this vellum piece in it. So there's 3 extra vellum pieces to go that I can use for those busy cards to turn them into more than one card. Okay. So this one, and then this is kind of something too that you might struggle with. They're putting this sunflower sideways, okay? And I think this one is popped up. And then we have this, and this goes in behind. So then we have the yellow butterfly, and then we have a circle that says so lucky to know. I keep saying so lucky to know you, but it's not that. It's so lucky to have you. And I'm guessing it means so lucky to have you as a friend or as a sister or as a team member. It's just, at first when I heard it, I thought it was a little weird to have you. But I guess to have and to hold, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's going to go here. Popped up over here. What do you think? Are you impressed with this kit? I sure am. So I'm looking forward to showing you what I do with the 2 busy cards. And I will take pictures of all the cards. I only have 1 kit here. I have more in Canada. It would be fun to do something completely different with all the cards, but maybe I will show you things that other demonstrators have done. I do have a special page for that, and it's called the Pampered Stamper Favorite Finds. And every day I try to post something from someone else. So maybe I'll do that there as well. So you can join. You just have to request to join, and then there's a couple of questions you have to answer, and then you can join. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope to share with you things from Strasbourg starting tomorrow and all the things that are happening at the Stampin' Up! Convention. Have a super day. Bye. Oh, I forgot. I have to go to Facebook to end this. Okay, thanks for joining me, guys. It was really nice. Janet, hi. You missed some of this, but yeah, you can definitely watch the replay. And if you are watching the replay, make sure you say hello and just say watching the replay from, and then tell me where you're watching from, because it's so nice to know where my viewers are from. And don't forget, order that cardstock before May, okay? So that you lock in the lower price. It really is a substantial price change in Canada. I think about $4 a package. Huge. Worth doing. It's worth having a boring order just so that you have the cardstock and all the colors that you need. All right. Have a super day. Bye.